Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us for another stream of Launchpad. I have with me, as always, lovely Trevor Blades. How's it going?
Hello. Pleasure to be here. It's going pretty well.
Heck yeah, love to hear it. Today we're starting on a new project, aren't we?
Yes. It's one of those exciting moments where we're switching gears and starting up something new.
Yeah,
And this time it's going to be something really new for both of us. The past few projects that we've worked on are pretty much within our wheelhouse. Working in the web and with tools that we're already pretty familiar with. This time, at least for me, we're going to be working with some tools that I've never touched before, and
yeah.
yeah, I've kind of like set the stage here. If you want to tell the people what we're going to be building.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're going to be building a awesome skate spot tracking app. So be able to track skate spots from around the globe, display them, search for them. And we're going to do this using a fully managed GraphQL service as far as for our backend infrastructure and stuff. And we're going to accomplish that with AWS Amplify. So now I do have some experience with AWS Amplify. It's been a little while since I've dug in and touched it, but I do have some experience there. In case anyone's not familiar, I was actually a dev advocate on the AWS Amplify team for a little while. But yeah, I'm sure some things have changed. I'll learn something new, as always do. So I'm excited about that. What's up, Matrix X? Thanks for joining us. And then we're going to flip gears too, because we've been doing a lot of web-based projects, but mobile development is equally an important part of the development. A lot of people are building apps, and so we're going to switch gears and try out React Native for this app as well. So we've got AWS Amplify. We're going to do some React Native with Expo. So we're going to lean on these kind of awesome tool sets that are going to allow us to build out our backend infrastructure and our app infrastructure without us having to do too much heavy lifting. So I'm excited for that. And then Apollo comes into play there because we're going to use Apollo Client to interact with our AppSync GraphQL API. AppSync is an AWS product, and we will be using Amplify to kind of bootstrap that up. So this is going to be interesting because I don't even know if I've ran Amplify since I've been on this laptop, so I'll probably have to go through the whole flow, which is going to be really cool. There might be some parts where I have to dip away to kind of get some key information, but don't worry, we've got something for that. I can just jump right to our little restricted screen. But yeah, this is going to be a really fun experience. I hope that y'all learn as much as we do, because like Blade said, we're kind of stepping a little bit out of our comfort zone. But these are the tools that folks want to know how to use. So that's what we're doing. Xander.
Absolutely.
Ben. Mateus, thank you for jumping in the chat. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
And So the main, well, our main objective for today's stream is just getting kind of like the foundation laid. If we can get that far, then we're in a really good place. So that means like setting up Amplify, setting up Expo, getting like a React Native development server running, making the connection between our React Native Apollo client and Amplify, just kind of like laying the foundation. So we're not going to get into very much of like the UI dev,
the nuts and bolts,
most likely, unless that first part goes extremely fast. But we're not going to keep our hopes up for that. Let's we'll tamper expectations, I guess, and see how far we can get here.
Yeah, but I honestly think that we can get through a decent amount. I know that we're gonna get Expo spun up. I know we'll at least be able to like amplify and knit our project. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Oh, you've been working with React Native for the last 6 weeks, huh? Yeah, it's fun and annoying. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that you'll learn something. I really hope so. I know I'm gonna end up learning a heck of a lot. But I guess, like, without further ado, should we dive in? Should we start to figure out, what this looks like and what we're gonna do?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Let's get let's share a screen. Let's
Yeah.
get some websites and some code on the
Absolutely.
the
I
screen.
love
There
it.
we
Okay.
go. Now
So,
we're talking.
yeah, now we're talking. Okay, so I guess the first thing, because we're going to be doing, oh, thank you. I'm glad you like that transition. You know, I say this every time. Best $7 I ever spent.
Sure thing.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so the first thing is we need a project. We need something to bootstrap. So I'm going to go to expo.io. All right, so if you're not familiar with React Native, maybe even at all, Expo is well, now it used to be kind of like a framework. It still is, but they've kind of broken out so that you can use their packages individually. Long story short is Expo is an amazing toolkit that will help you build apps for both React Native and for web. What's up, Linda? You can actually build cross-platform apps, what we like to call universal apps with Expo. If you were to so choose, but for us, we're going to focus really on the React Native side of this. We're not going to go too much into the cross-platform stuff. However, I do believe that, like in most cases, it should just work if we tried to run it on the web. But we want to get started, so let's go ahead and take a look at getting started. First things first, let's make the tiny letters big letters so that everybody else can see what's going on. Okay, so it looks like the first thing that we want to do is install the Expo CLI, but I think I could probably just use, I would say not use npx because we'll probably need the CLI to run commands and stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually follow their instructions so I don't break anything. Let's get...
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, right? My terminal wanted to work. My goodness. There we go. Wow, that was interesting. Took a real long time. Let's make this bigger too. Okay, so we're gonna npm i-g expo CLI. Make sure I got that right. Oop, oop. Yep, cool. There we go. Oh, and yeah, so let's, while that's going on, it's npm install time. So, how are you doing today, Blades? How's your day going?
Oh, you know, pretty good.
Cool.
Just yeah, having a nice slow morning.
Nice.
Sipping my coffee.
Oh, love to hear it. Love to hear it. It is afternoon for me, and I'm not sipping coffee, but there is caffeine in here. I'm just not going to tell y'all what. You can guess. In the chat, let me know. See if you can guess what's in my Yeti container.
Whoa. Got some Michael Jordan Space Jam juice or something.
Yes. Oh, I played D&D. And then did you see what you can use? Real music soon on Twitch. I did see that, Kyle. Thank you. Twitch is releasing a like a Twitch studio thing, which is like a music player. Oolong tea. No, but that would be delicious. Yeah. What's in my container? Those flavor packets for water. Actually, it's a ramen soup flavor packet and water.
Ooh, salty.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, good.
It is actually gamer fuel. Actually, yes, it's pretty close to gamer fuel, but not G Fuel. It's actually C4 Sport, which is basically like a pre-workout. But what I do is I only mix a little bit of it and then into a bigger thing of water. So it's just like a constant stream of a little bit of caffeine.
Good.
I've figured out how to walk the line. I'm microdosing caffeine throughout the day. And it just keeps the jitters away. I still get a little sweaty palm. But no jitters, just enough so that I don't get on here. Yeah, and act a fool. I mean, any more than usual. I am installing Expo CLI. So that's what we're going through right now, is getting Expo CLI. So we're going to be building a React Native app. And as such, we're going to use Expo to do that. Ooh, chat is blowing up. Let me see if I can get this.
Yeah. Fishy asks, they're looking into custom identifiers for objects that don't have IDs. Is there a way to incorporate query parameters as a part of a custom identifier? I guess you're talking about in Apollo client, like defining custom identifiers.
And you can.
And can you incorporate query parameters?
Oh, as part of the custom.
I mean, you can. I don't know how that would work, I guess, but when you initialize your Apollo client, you can. Oh, we had a little.
Yep, I saw that.
JIP error there.
Yeah,
yeah, when you initialize your Apollo client instance, you can set custom identifiers for different types in your schema. And I guess like if you initialize your Apollo client at runtime, like you can probably access window.location.search and pull out query params.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That would certainly be worth a try. Yeah. There's a great. I mean, you can probably just get at it with some basic string manipulation on window.location.search, which is the place where the query params are stored in your browser's location object. But there's also really good tooling around query string manipulation, like the node query string package that you should be able to access if you're building your site with Webpack. Yeah.
I just saw Kyle's comment, pure Everclear. That's what's in my container. It'd be a much different stream if that's what was in my container. I'd probably only make it.
What is Everclear?
It's a very strong alcohol. Like you can probably fuel your jet with it. It's like really high proof. Yeah. Basically like a step below moonshine. It's like between 190 proof or something like that. It's just some ridiculous number.
Okay.
Basically like as close as you can get to moon.
Yeah, like ethanol fuel.
Yeah. So you meant query parameters passed to the query, and can you use those inside of? Ooh, I don't know. That's a.
Yeah, you would need to set your custom identifiers in your client instance, and your client instance is the thing that would be making your query. So I'm not sure how that would work. It sounds just like my initial inclination says that those two operations are like happening would be happening in the reverse order. Your client would need to know what your custom identifier is before it receives data, and it needs to know how to like normalize that data.
And like in theory, you would have it before, right? Because even to send the query, you would have to know the parameter. But I'm not sure how you would get that into the configuration, like for your cache, to like have that be something that like separate on, right? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, if let's say, in like a really kind of naive example, if you just had a hard-coded variable called whatever your argument name is that you pass to your query, you could use that variable to set your custom identifier in your client. But I don't know if it would work in like a dynamic sense. If like the argument that gets passed to your query is something that your user can affect or your user can change. Like I said, you're going to need to know that value when you initialize your Apollo client, and you're sending your query after you initialize your Apollo client. So the order of operations seems kind of mixed up there.
However, you can like specify what is the type, what is the ID, like what is the defining ID for like a given thing, and then with key fields, like it's not. You could like segment the cache based on particular fields, like sorting or I don't know, like kind of anything really, but sorting doesn't. But point being is like if you want or like pagination, if we look at that, like like that. But I'm not aware of a way to do the other. I am actually really interested in the use case. Like where does that come up?
Yeah. Listen, Fishy, I'm gonna drop a link in chat. These are the
Boom.
docs about customizing the like your or setting custom identifiers in your cache, and I would recommend giving that a read and just experimentation, and definitely let us know what the outcome is, because this is really interesting. It's not something that I've ever done before, so I'm just as interested as you
A-
to know if it.
Absolutely. All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna try expo init, even though we got an error. It seemed like okay, because like I don't
Okay.
trust like F7 events errors and GIP errors with node install. So
Yeah.
let's just see what happens. Oh, that's probably what's happening.
Oh, snap.
13.11 is.
Okay. Why don't we so there's a I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there's like the convention of using or like tending to only use even numbered node
Yes.
versions, like
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna do 14, and then we'll try again from there. Oh yeah, NVM always to the rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Can't live without NVM. But I'm gonna have to reinstall. This is gonna get. That's the only thing about NVM is when you install something globally, isn't that like per version? So then I'm gonna have to reinstall
You're gonna have to
that.
reinstall Expo. Indeed.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Good stuff.
NVM alias
Default.
14.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, but now also I'm gonna reload. Load the shell reload.
Run it again.
Oh yeah. All right. So npm I -g expo li.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Like
What's my
that meme
weakness?
of the GTA
npm
character
modules. Oh yeah.
walking down the street.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, since we're at this again, always an excuse to run my elevator. Any excuse for elevator music, in my opinion.
So Kurt, what is something new that you've learned this week?
Something new that I have learned.
Yes.
Way to put me on the spot. I don't really learn a lot of things. No, I'm just kidding.
What's going on, Kat?
Here's something new that I have learned. Something that I've been kind of reading up on is this guide on writing well by Julian Shapiro. So I've been trying to improve my writing. I am what I would call at best a mediocre writer, and it is something that I've trying to adjust. And Khalil actually put me on to this, and I'm really enjoying what I've been learning. So I actually shared this in the Party Corgi Discord today. Really good stuff. Yeah, nice. So this is something I've been learning. And then I've actually been doing a lot of research and learning stuff on like management and things like that. And we got spam in that. I'm very sorry, Gora, whoever you are.
Yo, I want to become famous.
I do want to become famous. Buy followers. Yeah.
How do I do
well,
this?
You click that link.
Tell me.
That's what you got to click the link.
Easy.
For sure, I'll do it.
I want to be famous with the 2 lines under the F.
Yes, that famous. Otherwise, you're not famous.
Yes. Well, this looks really cool. So
article for those who want to write good and other stuff. Exactly. Yeah, that, and then I've been doing some management stuff. I'm actually going to be doing some DevRel training coming up soon as well, getting some coaching, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's kind of it. What have you learned this week?
Do you mean like coaching, like you're going to attend coaching, or you're going to provide coaching?
I'm going to attend, so I'm going to work with somebody who's going to give me knowledge. I'm going to give them money. They're gonna give me knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic
Classic
transaction.
exchange.
Money for knowledge.
Yeah. So I'm pretty psyched about it. This thing's still going.
Cool. Oh yeah. It goes and goes.
Goes and goes. NPM install. You take forever. Feel free to copyright that. What did I NPM install? World. Expo CLI.
Just about.
So,
yeah.
Just
oh,
about.
There, okay. No Xcode
Darn, people.
detected.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
On my Patreon. Oh,
No
I started a
Xcode.
Patreon. I forgot about that. I started a Patreon.
Oh yeah. That's a new thing.
Yeah, you want to see it?
It's the most troll Patreon I've ever seen.
You've seen it. Okay.
I've seen it. I almost subscribed.
Don't do it.
I want to get shitty career advice.
I'm not gonna give you any. I'm not gonna do anything. Please don't sign up. Could you load any slower though, Patreon? Oh, look at that picture. Look at that.
I think if you don't want people to sign up, sharing it on Twitch with a bunch of memers in chat is the way to go. Not the greatest.
I know. So let's look at my tiers. Where do they put that stuff? Oh, it's because I'm viewing it as myself. I need to like view this like
incognito.
Oh yeah, there you go. But there's a way to just do it. Like, I thought I could just like share. Yeah, you're right. Incognito. Okay. Patreon.com/
I want to show my tears, like the tears on your profile image.
Huh?
I got you, Kat. That yeah.
Oh,
you're
tears.
Probably not the only one who thought that.
Yeah, Tater Kurt is a really powerful image. Look at that. Look at that. So here's my
Yo, new Twitch chat meme template.
Oh,
candidate right
oh, that is totally Tater Tot. We'll call it, or Tater, just Tater because it's easier.
Or even Tater. Yeah.
So here's my tiers. So for $5, you're a cheapster. First of all, what's wrong with you? $5. What is that? And yeah, only $5. WTF? Get shitty career advice. That's one. Now we're talking 10 tier. That's the $10 tier. I mean, it's not 25, but I kind of appreciate it. You'll get shitty career advice and all the toxic positivity you need to feel like shit. I mean, come on. This is a classic. This one is going to be very explanative. Oh, yes. I love and then we have the VC funding tier, which is like, if you're doing this, you basically got a seat on my board. You know what I'm saying? Here's my pitch deck. So you get the career advice, the toxic positivity, and my ebook if I ever make one.
Wow.
It's a good deal.
You get the right to anticipate an ebook.
Exactly. You can wait for it. It might come, it might not, and that's part of the fun.
My man is reading Julian.com's writing guide, so you know ebook is the next logical step.
That's it.
First learn to write, then write a whole friggin' book.
Oh, the OnlyFans account exists, but on there I just cry eating tater tots. That's what I do. It's a live show that I do once a week, and it's just me with a plate full of tater tots and my tears. So sign up, maybe.
Hey. All right. How's our install doing? We done?
Let's go find out.
Can we init some stuff here?
We're gonna init. We're gonna init all over this. Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Great. Took 3 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
Felt longer than that.
Boom. Clear. Okay. So now we're gonna say it did feel longer, right? Expo init. Sake. 8 spots.
What do you think of calling this, like giving it a cool name, like spot check?
Ooh, I'm totally down. Like maybe we also let chat chime in.
Sure.
All right, because we gotta get moving. Otherwise, I feel like everyone's gonna be like, "What is happening on this stream?" But yes, folks, do you have a name? Let's go. We're gonna give this. I have a timer, so I'm gonna run this timer. Oh no, I don't have a timer. I lost my timer. I don't have a timer. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. No, you. That is from Ruben Hode. Hey, Jay, what's up? Thanks for the follow as well. Okay. What am I doing?
There's a in skateboarding. There's like a term, like a skateboarding lingo called spot check. That's the only reason I suggested that one. Skate mate.
Skate
That's
mate.
pretty cool.
That
I
is
like
pretty
that.
cool. Spot check is cool.
Ooh.
I could get down with spot check as well. Let's. Anything else? What would I call it? Yeah, spot check it is. Spot check wins. Dun, dun, dun. I'll send you something in the mail.
Yes.
Yeah. Spot check. All right, so we're gonna expo and knit this, and that's gonna do stuff. Oh, here's what it's gonna do. TypeScript.
All right.
So we have blank, which is a minimal app and a clean, empty canvas. And then we have blank TypeScript, and then we have tabs with TypeScript. So what tabs means is like there'll actually be a couple views set up, and then like it would have all of that stuff for us. We could rip it all out, but it's going to do TypeScript. I'm not sure if we want to take on TypeScript right now.
Yeah. Why don't we just do blank?
Yeah.
I think that seems like a good place to start.
Blank. That's what we should have called the project. Blank. Or plank. Or 50-50.
All right, here we go. Installing more dependencies. I'm telling you guys that the dependency grind never ends.
Never ends.
What we do.
Oh, real quick question. How's the music to our audio ratio? I had to do some tweaking and finagling of dials. That didn't look good. That just looked weird what I just did with my hands. Just erase that from your memory. But yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Mix is spot on. I love it. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Oh, good. Everyone. Yeah, installing things is 60% of programming. The other 40% is Googling. Installing and Googling, and you're. Yeah, for real. Dvorak. Yeah, that is 100% true. But I did forget copy paste in that ratio. Okay, 30. So we'll say 60% installing, 35% Googling, and 5% copying and pasting. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Yeah, this is my jam. What is this one called again? Let me go look because I love this. My favorite one on this whole playlist. If I could find it. Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah, and I feel like that's plenty enough. Oh no, you froze on the stream. Hang on. Your Skype froze. And I'm not getting your audio. Yeah. Yeah, you're... Well, no, and you are frozen on, like, it's hilarious. It's the perfect... Someone please screenshot or clip this, because it looks... You might have to, like, drop and join the call again. You are gone. That means I'm gonna have to reshare my screen with you. All right, I'm gonna call him back, folks. Let's get Blades back. It still says I'm in a call with him. Won't let me hang up. Quit Skype. Oh, what is going on? Yeah, Skype just ate it. Activity. Oh, there we go. All right, so that quit. Let me get that back. Oh, thanks, Skype. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, so it's opening, but I don't have the whole window. Oh my God, everything froze. My whole computer. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Whew, this is getting hot. Hang on one sec. Can y'all hear me? No, you're not back. You will be. I gotta call you again. Skype is like dead in the water. Hang on. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I don't know what is going on. My computer is like cool. Like it's not even using that much CPU right now. So I don't know what just happened. Okay, cool. As long as y'all can hear me, but give me one sec to try this out. I'm gonna call my buddy back. See if we can get this going. Yeah, I love that the after image is just still sitting there. It is amazing. Hi. Oh, there we go. Now it's kicking back over. Oh, but you're not like loading. There you are. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're back. Your audio's way
I'm
louder.
back, dude. What the heck?
I don't know what that was.
Back from the ether.
Back, folks. All right. Well, I'm so glad that we got you back.
Yo, when for some, I don't even know. Maybe it was on my side because
Nah, my whole computer locked up. My whole computer locked up for a second there. I thought it was it. I really think it was something to do with like what we just installed with Expo while having all this other stuff going.
Yeah, introducing too many variables into the experiment.
But really, because I didn't notice you were frozen, and that happened like right as the install finished.
Dude, okay, then I had some weird spooky things going on my side too, because before you called, my volume on my computer, I have it on like maybe like a quarter volume right now. That's like comfortable in my ears. And then right before you called, my computer spontaneously turned my volume to 100%.
Nice.
The Skype ringtone just blasted my eardrums away.
That's good. Well, I'm glad that you're still able to hear.
Yeah, I'm recovering.
Yo, this has been a rough week, folks, and it keeps going on. At least we were able to get through Apollo Day. That was good. Yeah, but I didn't actually control that out of my.
All right, you're gonna need to share your screen with me again.
Oh, right. Oops. Let's see what happens.
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, you're frozen again. Prayer to goodness. Everything.
No way.
Oh yeah, everything's frozen. Hang on. Okay, we're back. I'm sharing my.
No, both of us are frozen, dude.
Yeah, but now we're not. We're back. We should be back.
Okay.
Yep. And
dear.
And I'm sharing my screen. Are we good?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Spoopy. Very spoopy. We're in a loop. Groundhog Day. Streaming is hard. So let's go into VS Code. The CD spot check. Let's see what happens when I open up code. I'm on main, folks. Check it out. I'm coding on main.
So, your screen is in Skype. It's still a little like thumbnail for me, and your video is like the main thing.
I think you could switch that.
Yeah, I'd like to think so as well.
Do you want me to stop the share and try again?
How do I switch that? Yeah, try stopping the share and sharing again.
All right, let's do that. Here we go. It's not sharing now, right? Did it stop?
Right.
Okay, and I'm going to try again. loaded way faster. How's that?
Still just loaded as a thumbnail. What in the world?
That is weird.
The simulation is
Wonky.
buggy today.
There's got to be a way to flip it. So if you go into the, maybe under like Skype view or view or something.
Yeah, toggle full screen.
Window. Like a flip. Like it says like Skype and then Trevor Blades. Like I have it on. Hey, Rap, thank you for the follow. If you're just joining us, we're struggling with Skype.
Yeah, we're having a hell of a time.
What is going on today? But you know what the good news is? I'm going into VS Code, and I think we might be able to just like stop screen share in a minute. Yeah. Let's just see. What's up, Mitch Stewart? I swear, one day we're gonna get this going.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, now I just see the Skype blue. You're gone. What have you done?
Now yeah, Skype is really. Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone. Trevor Blades is now a Skype logo. It's transformed. This is his.
Yeah.
This is not his final form. He ascended. Trevor's ascended.
No. Yes, I am Skype. My opinions represent the opinions of Skype in their entirety.
Yo, VS Code won't load. What is going on today? I think it's my computer, dude. Something is going on. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. Look at code.
Whoa.
Why did that take so long?
I don't know, man.
This is not cool. Not cool, y'all. All right.
Not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest. I'm going to try a live share, and I have a feeling. What is this Docker? I never installed a Docker extension.
I got a feeling.
Live share? I don't even know which one. I don't even see my live share over here.
Dude, Kirsten, remember at the beginning of the episode, I was being very measured with my expectations for today's stream.
Hey, I'm like, we're gonna fly through.
We're gonna get so much.
Done. We're gonna cook. We're gonna cook with fire.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Oh god.
Remote Explorer. Is that where it is now? No. What is happening? Oh, here we go.
You're looking for live share?
There it is. Yeah, it wasn't there before. That was not there before. That just popped up.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. My achy, breaky heart. I am cursed. It's been a rough week, y'all. This is working. Clicking buttons. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Time for a new Pro, huh?
Oh, snap. Did you see that? The 13 inches are like 6 times apart. My computer's not on fire, though. My CPU is really low. I'm barely using any RAM. Yeah, Spotify and VS Code. It's awesome.
What did you say? The new computers are 6 times...
Like the chips,
6 times,
or like at least 3 times as fast. I think the new 13-inch MacBook Pro. All right. Sorry. Yeah, they are. The new chips are like super fast. And they're like, yeah. So now the new 13-inch MacBook Pro is faster than like the current beefiest 16-inch MacBook Pro.
Now,
CPU wise. I'm not sure they could shove as much RAM into it.
You can just download more RAM anyway.
Yeah.
Have you ever downloaded more RAM before?
No, I have not downloaded more RAM. I am unfamiliar. This is new. I could have swore it was hardware, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
There's a website where you can download RAM.
Are you serious? I gotta see this. No, I don't.
We used to do it.
No, I don't, because
as a joke all the time. It's hilarious.
We've derailed enough. I'm not gonna do it. All right. Okay, so we're in an app. Is it letting you in?
I'm loading file tree.
All right, let's see how that goes. I'm just gonna hold off here for a sec. You tricked somebody with downloading more RAM, Mitch? That's hilarious. Oh, y'all want to hear a very funny story? I used to work construction, and a lot of times construction workers are often jerks. I hate the stereotype, but it was my experience anyway, especially when you're just starting out. And I used to, they would always just like try and trick you and like make up tool names and like things that didn't exist. And they'd ask you to always run to the truck and get this stuff that doesn't exist, because they want to see like if you'll be like, I don't know what that is, or if you'll just go off and try and figure it out. So they'd ask you for things like, go get me 60 feet of shoreline. You know, it's like shoreline, or like 300 feet of shoreline, like the ocean, you know, or a beam stretcher. That was one of my favorite. This was like a board stretcher. They'd be like, oh, I cut this 4 inches too short. Like, can you go get the board stretcher? And I'm like, that's not a thing. It's not a thing. But anyway, I digress. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Putting your computer in the microwave warms up your RAM. Get out of here, Kyle. I'll be right back. I'm going to microwave my laptop.
Yeah, that'll fix the problem, I think.
Yeah, that's it. The Geekbench score. Yeah, it was really high compared to the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Actually, the one that I'm running, the one that just kind of died on us. But we're good. We're up. It looks like you're in. Are you in?
Let me see. I'm still loading some. No, it's still loading the file tree. Let me see if I can. Sometimes signing into GitHub makes it more excited to load the file tree.
Right. I hope I freeze on this face.
Joining collaboration settings.
I feel. I can't believe that there's still like,
here we go,
over 10 people sitting here. Hey, you joined.
Yo.
Hey, folks.
We in this.
All right. So we're in. We have an app. Can we run it? I have no syntax highlighting. Everything is a lie. My life is a lie. All right. We're in. We've got this. Open up app.js. Start working on your app. Are dedicated. Oh, I need to even. Yeah, y'all are so dedicated. Thank you. Like, I don't even know why you're still. We're half an hour in and I haven't done anything. All right. So here we go.
Installed some stuff.
Yeah.
Bros.
Yeah. Talked about a bunch of nonsense. Oh, and I forgot my beam stretcher. I'll be right back. I gotta go get it. All right. So now what we want to do? They gave us instructions. I can't remember what it said. Let's go to package.json. Expo start. iOS. So that's what we want. We'll deal with iOS for now. I'm not going to deal with anything else. Okay. So let's try that. Let's try Expo start iOS and let's see what happens.
Let's do it.
So I have to do function. I need a terminal. And let's darn iOS. Oh.
You need Xcode?
Yarn. Yarn is not installed now.
Oh, right.
I need my Yarn installer. Blades, can you run out to the truck and get my Yarn installer?
Sure, man. I'll be right back. Give me a couple hours.
Thanks. That's what I used to do. I would go sit in the truck, chill for a while, and come back and be like, I couldn't find it. All right. I'm just gonna use npm for now because I'm not installing Yarn. We've already I'm at install burnout. Like I can't cope with it.
npm run. Let's do it.
Yeah. npm run iOS. I don't know what that's gonna do. It's been so long since I've used Expo. Okay, so running dev tools in the browser. That's cool. That's cool. Ready to collaborate. Okay, the Metro bundler. Well, but let's kind of like park that now. Run on iOS. Uh-oh. No! No! We're frozen. Hold.
No.
Yeah, we're frozen. You're frozen. I can hear you. Can't see anything. I can't move my
Stream?
mouse.
Is OBS frozen?
No, my whole computer. I can't move my mouse.
Oh man.
Oh, we're back. I'm dying,
I
dude.
can't take this roller coaster, dude.
Bro, I'm dying. I'm dying right now.
Okay, what do we have here?
I'm like,
Opening the iOS simulator, blah, XC run. Unable to find utility sim control, not a developer tool or on path. Okay. Do you have Xcode installed?
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
Okay.
All right, hang on. So let me do this.
You Xcode developer, like the command line tools installed.
I'm trying to get to, here we go, visual. Oh, I wonder if I have to have Xcode open. Drop it in some water.
I don't think so.
I
But just the mention of water makes me thirsty. So I'm gonna take a little gulp over here. I encourage you all to do the same.
Bro, opening a new tab is freezing this. We're frozen. I don't understand what's happening right now. I just want to go home.
Like it's freezing your whole computer?
Yeah, like every time I try to do something, like open a Chrome window, or when I try to do Xcode, the entire stream freezes, everything freezes, and we come back. So now I'm back, but we were just frozen. Are you frozen? Okay. No, you're not. You're back.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, this is a whole blog post. Yeah, something's going on my computer, dude. I don't think it likes screen sharing and VS Code live sharing and Xcoding.
Why don't you stop screen sharing?
Let's try that.
You can stop screen sharing. I'm cool with just VS Code live share.
And we're frozen again.
Okay.
But maybe it'll get better now.
There we go.
Maybe it'll get better.
Yeah. Yep. I'm holding out hope.
Ooh. Just going to Xcode preferences. All right, hang on. Xcode preferences. Command line tools. Choose Xcode. Oh, so I don't think this. Oh, I see.
Gotta tweak some Xcode.
I think so.
Okay.
And another way be this. Let's try this.
Okay.
However, are we freezing? No, we're not freezing anymore when I do new tabs and stuff, so that's progress.
I think there was something up with that Skype screen share all along.
Really? Honestly, because that's when it really started, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What am I? Oh yeah, first I want to see just like if slash like applications. Oh, because I'm in spot check. Yeah, applications. So let's just run this.
Okay.
Ooh, sudo.
Are you just trying to run the sim CTL?
No, they said run this command and that should fix your issues. They said you could either do it here. They said, oh, you can't see, but in the article it said you could either do it through there or try this terminal command instead. So I ran the terminal command. Seems to have finished successfully. So let's go back over to VS Code and give this another shot.
All right.
Gotta run.
Sounds good.
Run that iOS. We're gonna run that iOS. Run it right out of here.
And running.
So it really does look like all we're gonna get to today is setting up the project.
I said that was my.
Yo, you called
that. That was my benchmark. That was my milestone.
Yeah, that was you were right. All right, so I just want to make sure this is like fully started before I go. Yeah, see, starting metric bundler. Let me wait till that's fully started and then I'll do the iOS. because I don't even know if that was like fully running. Was. All right, starting Metro Bundler. So now I'm going to say run iOS. Attempting to open sim. But progress, it didn't just like die. We haven't frozen. It's all good things.
Yeah, I think it failed a lot earlier last time.
It did, but it's still not opening it. Go to VS. Should I just run it in the web browser for now? Anything. I'll take anything. I believe so.
Oh, starting hack on port 16. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. A little bit of Expo Webpack.
Okay, so progress. Oh, yeah, look, it's just going to take forever to build all this stuff, huh? But I'm still curious. I think I do have to have Xcode running.
I remember.
Oh, okay, you're back. You just froze for.
Yeah, Skype is like acting very chopping around a bunch. My buddy told me that the stream is very choppy for him.
Yeah, even I'm choppy. I mean,
I'd like to tell him that this is him.
It's not.
I'm afraid it's not.
I can see me being choppy. Yeah, I just moved. Yeah, this is all choppy. Everything's choppy. Well,
chop.
It's running.
Okay.
So hard for me to deal with right now. I'm gonna have a panic attack.
What happened to our terminal window?
Did it go away?
It went away for me, yeah.
Oh, it's still running, but it's just like it cleared out the console content. I don't know why. I don't know.
True, man. I think that might be the problem.
Download.
Rammed it.
Well, this is working on web, interestingly enough.
Cool.
Even my typing is choppy. Everything is choppy.
Darn.
Really is a darn. I don't know if this is gonna. Well, I mean, it's working.
Are you able to share the port that just?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
8.
So it was just taking 16 years.
Go. Oh, doing some stuff.
All right. Well, while that.
This is
a disaster.
Harder than, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. We normally cook it. Here's what I said earlier. Oh, we're gonna go out of our comfort zone. We're gonna go do all these other things.
Going out of our comfort zone was a big mistake.
Yeah, big mistake. We are so choppy. The whole I can see us like just like.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could do the robot now. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the robot without trying. Yeah, dude, it's like
I almost wonder, like, do we want to continue doing this?
Let's just see if we can get something up and running.
Okay. This download is taking longer than expected. Yeah, no crap. Live share. Sure. It's so choppy. Yeah, cool. It's so choppy. And look, the client, I don't even know what's happening. Google Maps bundle. make a React Native app, they said. It'll be fun, they said. The they is me, by the way. I'm the they.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what this little dancing thing means down here at the bottom. Is it doing something? Is it not doing something?
Surely it's doing something.
Well, the app is running locally, or like the web version. So who cares about iOS right now? I guess I could probably figure that out at another time.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we do now?
We could also just make the decision to pivot and just say like we're gonna build a website using AWS Amplify. But then we still probably need to do all of like our website bootstrapping and blah blah blah. You know, if we've made it this far, maybe it's worth
starting with Amplify, getting Amplify set up,
or just like going with what we have, and like get Amplify in. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, we got like a half an hour. Yeah, let's try to get Amplify and let's see how this goes. If it doesn't go very smoothly, then we're gonna pivot and we're just gonna turn this into a talk show. We're gonna close down everything.
Talk about what we learned this week.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I've learned a lot
didn't.
today. Yeah. What is going on here? All right. Let's do some amplifying. Let's do that. So let's go here. At least this is working. Like the browser. But you can't see what I'm doing. Oh my. We'll make it. All right. We're going to get started with AWS Amplify. Wow. This is already blown up. I've been here before. Okay, so let's see. Develop your mobile or web app. That's us. Our use case. Boom. And then React Native. And look at this. This is nice. So it's like, oh, what do you want to build for? I like this. Like it, yeah. Want React Native. All right. So start the requisites node, npm, get, initialize a new React Native app. Expo, so we've got that. I have an AWS account. Install and configure the AWS Amplify CLI. So this is us next. So let's grab this.
Okay.
Here. Hey, that was weird. Okay. So more npm installing because who hasn't had enough of that today? I wonder.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. I wonder if the whole computer will freeze. I am blown away that y'all are still here, and I love you for that. Y'all are the best. But then again, it's kind of cathartic to just watch us just get beat up by all of this. Like, and folks, like this is why I love stream, because it's like it's very real. If this was like a polished video content, you wouldn't have seen any of this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, it is kind of like a dose of reality. Yeah. Like this
is development.
What you're seeing on stream today is web development a lot of the time.
Yep.
We have this expectation that you're this like knowledgeable, polished web developer and you never run into any issues. But boy, is that a misconception. This is like. Yeah, this is like web dev on the regular.
On the regular.
And not to say it's all that, but there's certainly a lot of it. And all the crap that we're going through on stream today is going to make the end result of what we're going to be building that much sweeter when we eventually accomplish it.
Yep.
And we will. That's the other part about web dev that you have to keep in mind, that despite the dumpster fire that it feels like sometimes, you eventually have these glorious outcomes, and it feels so good because you had to like walk through fire to get there.
For real. Yeah, and it's a testament to like it just goes to show, some days are smooth, some days we don't have any issues, some days are a train wreck. I really wish I had streamed the work I did for that little Slack bot that was terrifying.
Rami bot?
Yeah, Rami bot. That was
Yeah.
one of the worst development experiences that I've ever went through. I had to deal with the Slack
Shout out
API.
Slack.
Yeah, and Slack API and Google Sheets API. Oh,
Okay.
they're both terrible.
Yeah, Google Sheets API is raw, huh?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is so rough. I don't even understand. No one must actually use it for anything. Like I don't.
Yeah, I mean the GraphQL Summit website is built using the Google Sheets API.
Oh, that's right. You did that. What are you, some kind of maniac?
Yeah. Got yeah.
It is a
Something.
beautiful dumpster fire. It really is, Kat. Sorry, I'm trying to. Now my phone's. Speaking of dumpster fires.
We're installed.
Yeah, we're installed. I want to get going. I just want to switch to my dumpster fire. Oop. There we go. So now in the background, right there, that's a little dumpster fire on my. Yeah, you can actually.
Neat.
Ooh, that would have been great. Okay. All right. It has installed. Amplify Configure is next. I'm typing that into the chat. Okay, so this is going to be Amplify Config. And then I'm going to have to do. So let's see what it tells me I have to do. So what this is going to do. So really what Amplify does under the hood is it will essentially set up a bunch of what's called CloudFormation templates, which is infrastructure as code. And that will allow me to spin up things like GraphQL API, authentication with Cognito user pools, and all this other stuff. And it will handle it for me. But in order for it to be able to do that, I need to configure and give it permissions. So there will be a point where I'll switch over to like a restricted scene, which actually, let me load that up because I need to see if I have the right input set on that. So we've got host mic, audio. Yeah, so we should be good. Fix that. Oh, it just opened right up there. All right, so I'm gonna flip over to restricted, and oh, we froze again. You gotta be kidding. Oosa. Oh, okay, we're back.
One of those days.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're back. So I'm gonna flip over to restricted, y'all. You should still be able to hear us. You won't be able to see what we're doing because I got to get all authenticated up.
Go for it.
All right, so we are restricted. You can't see me, but you can hear me. So what I'm doing is log it into my account. Let it go. Yes, let it go. So let me sign in. All right, cool. So I've signed in, but now I'm going to go back to the terminal. What you can't see is that the Amplify CLI told me, it opened up the console for me, and then it said press enter to continue. So I'm going to do that. Now it's asking me for my specific AWS region. That means like what region do you want it to deploy any apps and services to. I'm going to pick US East 1 as I'm on the East Coast. They do have a bunch of regions. I'm going to go with that. For the username, I like to pick Amplify-CLI because then it's just like easy for me to identify any roles associated like with that. And that is going to open up the console for me again. It's going to pre-select a bunch of options that I need to do for the proper permissions. So I'm going through that right now and I'm saying, hey, you can have programmatic access. I don't understand. It already has the name. Why is it not letting me go to next? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, oops. That name already exists. Amplify CLI dash. We'll call this Apollo, because it's the Apollo MacBook. Now I'll hit next on permissions. I don't need to do, I could skip these other steps. Skipping. Don't need to do any of this. And then it's going to create a key. And so then when that happens, that's what I'm going to have to put into the terminal. There's going to be like a key and a secret that you get. And this is going to be given to the terminal, and then it's going to put that into a file for me, on my machine. And then we'll be good to go right after that. And there's a video. I'll link to the video right in the docs. There's a video that shows how to do that. And then profile name will be Amplify. I'll match the name that I gave the permission, Apollo. Okay, so it successfully set it up. So hang on, let me close this. Let me bring back up the terminal. Make sure it's not showing anything. It is not. All right, so let me flip us back over. Cool. So there we are. Yeah, you gotta love the restricted area, right? It's the best. So here we go. So actually I can show you exactly what it did. So it had me sign in, and I did that. I picked my region next. I gave the IAM role a username of Amplify CLI, which actually ended up being taken. So I changed that to Amplify CLI-Apollo. And then I put in my access key and my secret, and now it has created this profile for me. It's in a file like at the root of my project, and like a dot whatever Amplify file or AWS. So now Amplify CLI can like do all this stuff for me. So it's like basically configured. But the next thing we need to do, is run Amplify init. So I actually just remember this myself. So we could say Amplify init. And I remember this from my days back on the old Amplify team. Shout out to Natter. What's up, buddy? Yeah. So name for the project, spot check. Love it. Can't argue with it. Name dev. Yes, that's going to be our dev environment. Visual Studio Code. No way. I'm an IntelliJ fan. But no, if you wanted to pick a different editor, you could, but we use VS Code. So we'll pick that. Now it's going to look and actually get a bunch of default information about the project. So it already knows that I'm using JavaScript. If this was an iOS project or an Android project, those would be pre-selected. And it already knows we're using React Native. So here you can see there's a list of frameworks that are supported, but it already knows it's a React Native project. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit that. It's going to ask for the super smart. So it's going to ask for the source directory path, but I can't remember what they make that here. With Expo, and I believe it's going to be okay. It's the root. Yep. So we're just going to pick the roots for our source path.
Okay.
And our distribution.
It's not in
not in a source.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. It's just flat out in the root.
Yep, it's right up in the root. All up in the root. All out on main. Just files all out on main. Distribution doesn't really matter. Build command, sure. I don't think that's gonna matter. And yeah, so what is this? Yo, swear to goodness. All right, so I installed this app called CorelDRAW because somebody gave me a file that I needed to do. And then I uninstalled the app, and it still pops up like this little window ad, like literally every day on my computer. And that's like basically malware. And later on today, I'm going to blow them up all over social media. And they better tell me how to get rid of that, because I've uninstalled the app and it keeps popping up, and it has got me angry.
That's CorelDRAW?
CorelDRAW. COREL draw. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a blast from the past, man.
Yeah. And I am really upset about it. Do you want to use an AWS profile? Yes, we do want to use an AWS profile. And we want Amplify CLI Apollo. I guess I did already have Amplify CLI on here. Oopsies. Okay. Yeah, and so now what it's going to do, it's just creating an S3 bucket that it's going to store like the initial configuration, like of this project in, like the name of it and stuff like that. And after that, we're like set up with AWS. And after that, we can actually set up authentication. We could create an API. We can do all of that stuff. Maybe we'll just do the auth setup and call it there. I think that'd be like, pause point. Yeah. But I really got to figure out what's going on with that CorelDRAW thing. It is just like,
yeah, that's messed up.
It really is. It's so spammy. So spammy. Amplify add auth, and it's just like, what if it would popping up like on stream? You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like there's no thing. It actually took my computer out of sleep the other day, and it popped up and like just it got me mad. Okay, amplify add auth. Boop. Prepare to be dragged, Coral Draw.
Want to be Coral Draw.
Okay, so here's the question: do I want? I did amplify add auth. The way that you add services to your project is like with that add command, and it's saying, do you want to use the default configuration? Do you want to support social providers? Like if we wanted to support Google, like sign in, or Twitter or other platforms, we could choose that. I say let's just like keep it email password for simplicity's sake, right? All right, so we'll do default configuration. We're going to go with email over username, just that easy. Advanced settings. So you could do a lot of things like call serverless functions when someone signs up to send them stuff. Like it really goes deep, but we don't need any of that for our use case. So no, I am done.
Got to get them in.
Just got to get users in there. Yeah. So and now it's doing its thing, and yeah, let's see what happens.
All right. Well, chat. What did you guys learn this week?
Yeah, what did y'all learn this week?
Throw a comment in the chat if you learned something this week.
That's like screw. Oh, this is the worst stream ever.
Learning. Who learns?
They learned not to watch Apollo streams. Cool. All right, so that has run, and so it's added this auth resource. Now, it's only done locally, so I can be like amplify, I think, status.
Okay.
And that should tell me like what services I have, what state they're in, and stuff like that, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah, it might be amazing if this works.
Kyle says CL suck if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, yes, they do. Yeah, I've been there. I am not a big fan of. So it's like a caching tool, and yeah, so like VCL is like what you write your caching kind of configuration in, and yeah, I was at Major League Soccer, a lot of VCL stuff. But I feel you. Yeah. But as you can see here, so we're on our current environment dev. We've got the auth package here. It's got a resource name been created, and it came from they support plugins, but it came from the default plugin. So now we can say that's not amplify push, and what that's going to do is push this configuration to the cloud. So right now, those cloud formation templates live on my computer. Actually, we can look. It's added them here. So we have this Amplify folder with backend, CLI, and JSON, and all this fun jazz. So this is what Amplify is doing for you. Now this auth folder, we can see here that we've got so like this YAML file. This is our CloudFormation template. It's got a lot of information in it, you know, about different type of things like the configuration. But the cool thing is, this is kind of how you know, we can take advantage of AWS's complex infrastructure and work with things like CloudFormation, so we get repeatable deployments and stuff like that without having to know how to do all of that, because that's a huge hockey stick curve to go from like the beginner there. So let's go back to the terminal. Oh, I should have been doing this in VS Code so you can see. I guess you could see on stream. It's at, yeah. So what it's doing now is it did a check, and it's like, hey, do you want to continue? And I'm like, yeah, I do want to continue. It's like, all right, cool. Then I'm going to push your stuff. So I forgot, but now it's pushing it. It wasn't before. What about that? Yeah, so now it's pushing. Yeah. And then I guess let's go. I'm going to jump back into the docs real quick because I want to. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Docs away. Oh, I think it opened this. Go to the other. Here, this one. So we've already done our region. We've done all this. Set up a project. So we've got our. So we did amplify init. And then, oh, right. So we've done our init. So once that finishes, we're going to need to install some packages.
We haven't done enough of that today.
No, never have enough packages. Still got to wait for this to finish.
More packages.
Actually, we don't have to wait at all. What am I talking about?
No?
Yeah, no, you just go to like a new terminal.
Okay.
Check npm install from here, because all it's doing is like pushing stuff. Like that doesn't matter or block what we're doing. So now I'm npm installing some more packages, and while that's happening, like honestly, there's nothing stopping us from continuing on. So what I'm going to do is grab this information here. Actually, I'll just copy, and we're going to bring that into our app. So we've got this app.js, which seems to be our root file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to create a new file like an index. Oh, that's going to mess with everything. Expo. No, I'm not. We're going to create a new file called home.js.
Okay.
For nowsies. I'm going to...
And we're just going to render the home component inside of app.js.
You got it. I'm going to take everything inside of app and I'm going to cut it out.
All right.
Oops. And then I'm going to bring that and put that into home. I closed
That's very reassuring.
I closed the tab. So now I'm going to copy this, come back to code, and now inside of app, we're going to this, and then we're going to actually take some of what's going on here. We'll for default port. Export default home.
Okay.
Should give us the behavior that we want. So, if I am correct, cannot resolve AWS Amplify. Probably because it's still installing. Yep, but that's fine. That's good. So as soon as that's done, we should be able to reload. And then at that point, we're good to go. It's probably where we'll call it, which is good because we are like bleeding viewers by the minute. I don't blame y'all.
Yeah.
This has really been the NPM install show. Yeah, see you guys. Yeah, see you, Kyle. Thanks. Seriously. Appreciate it. Yeah. This is so funny. But at least the next one, we'll be able to just hit the ground running. So I'm going to take a look, making sure simulator works and all that stuff before we hop on next Thursday.
Yeah. This reminds me of that one.
Oh, yeah.
We did when.
Yep.
I think it was with.
Yep.
Something. We were an hour and a half.
Yo,
and
that was rough. For 40 minutes we debugged why we weren't getting our subscription data, and it was because in the link in a string we had a lowercase s for the word subscription instead of a capitalized S for the type. Yep, that was classic. Yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. All right, so it's building. I guess we just gotta wait for that to finish. And also, our stuff is pushed. So our resources are in the cloud. Our auth is configured. We're good to go there. I could go take a look at the resources, but I'm not gonna bother with that. But I would love if Webpack would sometime.
Explain right now, as we're importing content from
it. Yes, that's a good point. Yeah. This got
seem to
that got created. So that gets created by the CLI. That's what all of the configuration for your given services go into this object. And so what happens is Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. So, Dame Ayagi said, um, at least we're making progress. We could just be watching someone fail over and over in a video game and never get anywhere. So that's true. Yeah, so what happens is this file gets created by the CLI, and then as we like add services or remove them and stuff, it will update that config. So like in your code, really honestly, the configuration is this. This is all that it takes to configure Amplify. Like there's no other
Okay.
code other than that. Does that make sense?
I think so. This basically allow us to start features, or does this like inject any features into our app?
It does not inject
the latter.
It does not inject
Yeah.
any features, but Amplify itself has a whole bunch of like APIs that you can use, and then all of your config is already in there. So like authentication and like all of that stuff will already be kind of like embedded and included. So like if we wanted to use like the machine learning, or if we were going to use the Amplify client to do our communication instead of Apollo client, it would be built in. But we'll still be able to pull our config for Apollo client out of this config object. It'll have everything that we need, which is really neat. Yeah, which is really neat. Yeah, so that's kind of essentially what that config object is. But yes, in the Amplify world, like there are APIs that we wouldn't be able to use. Like if we were doing certain things, like maybe you're using the file uploading service. That's something we wouldn't want to do in AppSync, but we'd want to track those files. So in other words, like we would use like the Amplify API for handling files. And it would all be pre-configured. So it would already be on a per user basis and everything kind of setup is pretty nifty actually. Yeah, Nafta, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh my gosh. And it has finished. Okay. So if we come back over to spot check and boom, there we go. So Amplify is configured in our project. We're rendering the stream is choppy. So it's up. Like technically right now, Amplify is configured. What I would like to do, we're not going to do it today. So I think the first thing we'll do next week is like add authentication. We'll put auth in front of our apps. So we have that right out of the base. And then we'll be ready to start building out our API in the front end. The API will be as quick as it was to set up authentication. And then we'll be good to go. But I think let's wrap here because like honestly, I don't know if I can deal with any more installing or any of that stuff. And I don't think chat wants to deal with that either.
Fair enough. Yeah. I think that is a good place to wrap, and then we'll be back at it again on next week.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to come back next week. We should have a lot of these kinks ironed out, but I still think it's very valuable to see us hit these issues. And, most of them are just really around getting Expo, working, which is hard because it's got to work with Xcode or Android Studio and other places. And so, it could be a little bit dicey there for a while. Plus a lot of issues with Skype and just my computer acting wonky. So I feel like it kind of gives a worse impression than like what that experience would have been as a solo developer, just kind of like, spinning this up on your own. But needless to say, these things happen. It happens. That's development. But once we get this thing up and running with Expo and Amplify in the mix, the development cycle is actually going to be extremely quick. I think y'all are going to be blown away. Yeah, at least we landed on the name. Landed the name. Yeah, we got a name.
That's a big win.
It is. I mean, naming is the hardest thing. Next, I got to go buy the domain name. Yeah, actually, we're going to stop the stream in like a second, and then it will live on Twitch for like the next 2 weeks, and we upload all of these videos to YouTube as well, to the Apollo GraphQL YouTube. So yeah, you can definitely watch it like right after this. Yeah, and no problem. We love doing these streams. We love to have y'all hanging out with us, really. It
does. Yeah, thank you guys. This was a bit of a rocky one, but
I still had a lot of fun.
One of these ever keep our
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I had a lot of fun.
No, I just realized maybe the whole time, but our Apollo time. I just
Yo. No.
yeah. This
I'm gonna
is
fix. I'll fix the title for the VOD. Yeah, I'll fix the title for the VOD so you'll know which one it is. Okay. Regardless, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
get out here. Listen, I'm gonna raid. Working on.
I love it. Yeah. You froze. You froze. I can hear you, but you're frozen on the damn stream. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. We're raiding another channel. It's called How to Code Well. You just popped back in, I think. But yeah, no, you're still frozen. Yeah, it's still frozen. All right, we're going to raid them. We'll see you all later. Thank you for bearing with us. Bye, everyone. I can't. Bye.